tupo nawe, tuendelee pamoja, tulikuwepo, tupo nawe, tutakuwepo.
Vodacom, miaka 25 ya kuunganisha Watanzania. Tupo nawe tena na tena.
TVC News, our top stories. Kigamboni fuel tanks project set to optimize Dar Port.
So big saving from 22 days up to 5 days. This is a big saving.
Bank of Tanzania says that Tanzania's forex is stable, shortage days are gone. Good evening, my name is Nasa Kingu. Just a reminder, you can also follow us live via our YouTube channel, TVC Online, and also get all the latest news through our Instagram, Facebook, and X pages at TVC Online. We start here in Dar es Salaam, where the Minister of Transport, Professor Makame Mbarawa, says upon completion, the 15 fuel storage tanks currently under construction in Kigamboni will to a great extent lower national fuel costs, enhance efficiency and logistics, and reduce vessel turnaround time from 22 days to just 7 days. Here are more details.
Professor Mbarawa made the remarks in Dar es Salaam during an official project inspection conducted to assess implementation progress and ensure alignment with the government's strategic objectives of strengthening energy security, improving supply chain resilience, and safeguarding the country's macroeconomic stability.
Main advantage of this project is that after finishing the project, there will be a big saving from demurrage charges. Currently, every day where the ship stays at the out anchorage, the ship owner maybe pay around $22,000. This equivalent to around 57 million Tanzania shillings. So, and normally the ship stay there maybe 22 days. So after completion of the project, the out anchorage, the ship can stay at out anchorage between 5 to 6 to 7 days. So big saving from 22 days up to 5 days. This is a big saving. And also the discharge time for the ship will, from now you can spend 7 days to discharge one ship. But after completion of the project, we expect it depend upon the size of the ship. It can take 1 day or 2 days, depend upon the capacity of the ship.
During his visit, he directed the Tanzania Ports Authority, TPA, to closely supervise the project's contractor to guarantee quality and timely delivery and value for money, especially given the magnitude national resources invested in the project. The project, which costs Tanzanian shillings 703 billion, is expected to be completed by August 2026, which has so far reached 33.57% to completion. Faiva Ngaga, TVC News.
The governor of Bank of Tanzania, Emmanuel Tutuba, says a foreign exchange shortage that once faced the country in 2023 has now been resolved. Governor Tutuba made the remarks while in Mwanza while officiating technical conference involving 8 East African Community member countries and Southern African Development Community member countries.
In 2023, at similar academic conference, there was a theme that addressed foreign currency issues. various strategies were developed and have since continued to be used here in Tanzania. As a result, that problem has now been resolved.
The Minister of Works, Abdallah Ulega, says his ministry will ensure all roads connecting Dar es Salaam, Coast Region and southern regions are passable throughout the year without any disruption, emphasizing that need to expedite road repairs in all areas damaged by rain before the next season of rain begins. Ulega adds that the speed of repairing the bridges damaged by heavy rains and cyclone rains, which he says has reached 88%, should be completed by December 24th this year. Minister of Works made the remarks during his visit to inspect the progress of the roads and bridges repairs in various areas of the road, especially in Kilwa District, Lindi region.
The project is going well. We have completed more than 80%. And I would like to assure all Tanzanians, both those who use this road and those who don't, that during this year's long rain season, the problems we used to experience here at Sambonga along the four-way section and at Matandu will not happen again. For the remaining 12%, I assure you that my team and I will not relax. We will work, as is our tradition, day and night together with the contractors to make sure that by the 24th of December, we will have completed everything.
From construction sector, we move now to the tourism sector, where Tanzania's tourism sector continues to shine, drawing thousands of international visitors eager to explore its world-class wildlife destinations. One of the most iconic sites is the Serengeti National Park, home to the Great Migration, of the largest animal migration on Earth and one of Africa's greatest natural wonders. Our reporter Caroline Malewo is on the ground in Serengeti and has prepared the following report.
Traveling for more than 1,000 kilometers from Dar es Salaam to Arusha region, and here I arrive at Serengeti National Park, one of the world's most celebrated national parks and the World UNESCO Heritage Site. For many tourists, witnessing this landscape is a lifelong dream. They tell me they had always imagined visiting Serengeti, a place often described as the heartbeat of Africa's wildlife.
Never been here, and I heard it must be very nice with the animals, so I came to here.
We've been to Serengeti, and we saw all the big five these days, and yeah, I'm almost speechless, so it has been amazing.
Great. It was a wonderful, great walk. Especially the old animals, saw a lot of animals that, wow, it's great. Yeah.
I asked them when did they arrive in Tanzania.
We arrived on 15th of November, a couple of days ago.
This is my first time in this part of Africa and also my first safari experience.
5 days ago, so we are ending our safari. So we are going back to Karatu today. So we spent 4 or 5 days in Ngorongoro and Serengeti, and it was amazing.
I was also curious to know what has their personal experiences been since their arrival in Tanzania.
Excellent. It was really, really nice. Beautiful animals, beautiful driver and guide. It is excellent.
It's delicious. All they cook so delicious. It was yeah.
It's great. Everybody love it.
I went on and asked them if they feel safe and peaceful during their stay in Tanzania.
I feel very safe. Yes.
Every time. The only time that we need to close the windows is sometimes because of the monkeys. But for people and the wildlife in the middle of safari, amazing.
I feel extremely safe. Also, we are with a good company. We have amazing driver as well. So it has been safe and fun.
And here many of them call on other travelers around the world to come and experience Tanzania for themselves.
Come to Tanzania. This is an amazing experience. Safari is the best thing in the world to do. So I invite everybody to come. And Tanzania, for me, it's the best.
A short distance from the park, I visit one of the Maasai villages, where the sound of traditional drums echoed across the plains. Tourists are dancing with the Maasai people, laughing, learning, and embracing the rhythm of the ancient culture. To understand how cultural tourism complements wildlife tourism, I speak to a Maasai community tour guide who urged tourists to continue visiting Tanzania and support the local communities.
We get some clients from different countries. We show them concern about our culture. And also we tell them if you visit Tanzania, it is good to take an experience concern about Tanzania, and then if you go back in your country, we tell them concern about Tanzania, tell a friend, a relative, family, and then we tell them to come to visit Tanzania. Because Tanzania, we are peaceful people.
As Tanzania strengthens its position as one of Africa's leading wildlife and cultural destinations, the excitement and stories shared here in Serengeti show just how powerful the country's tourism experience truly is. From breathtaking wildlife to vibrant Maasai traditions, Serengeti continues to exceed every expectation, keeping Tanzania firmly on the world's tourism map. Reporting from Serengeti National Park, Caroline Maleo, TBC News.
Interesting story there from the Arusha region. The Minister of Industry and Trade, Judith Kapinga, says BRELA as an agency serves as the gateway to business and trade in the country due to its mandate to register and promote business registrations. Here are more details.
She made these remarks during her visit to BRELA, noting that significant progress has been achieved through the use of digital systems, which have accelerated business registration and licensing processes, thereby stimulating growth in the business sector and the economy at large. In this 5-year period, there are key priorities that the Honorable President has consistently emphasized, including the creation of 8 million youth jobs and the establishment of a special youth fund to continue generating employment. In addition, through our development plans, the government's major ambition is to reach a 1 trillion shilling economy by 2050. None of these goals can be achieved if we do not continue urging BRELA to innovate in order to enhance efficiency and meet the expected targets, particularly by continuing to register businesses and industries so that this contributes to the growth of our national economy. On the other hand, BRELA's CEO, Godfrey Nyaisa, says more than 90% of the agency's operations are run through digital platforms, adding that from July 2020 to June 2025, BRELA registered and issued licenses to 73,550 companies, 133,350 business names, 15,745 trademarks and service marks, 358 patent applications, 1,279 industrial licenses, and 82,729 Class A business licenses.
There are also areas where she strongly emphasized the discipline and ethical conduct of our staff. Regardless of everything else, our employees must uphold professionalism in the way they perform their duties, because a large percentage of our clients, almost 85%, comes from the private sector.
BRELA's systems are now integrated with the various public institutions, including the Tanzania Revenue Authority and the National Identification Authority, NIDA. A move greatly enhances the efficiency of accessing business services.
Remaining in Dar es Salaam, the Tanzania Startup Association, TSA, says it remains committed to its mission, which is to ensure that small-scale businesses in the country and in the innovative technology value chain become a key driver of economic growth through entrepreneurship, job creation, and productivity, which will play a key role to ensure the country achieves the 2050 development goals. Speaking ahead of the International Startup Festival, TSA Executive Director Zahoro Muhaji says the festival has been designed to connect entrepreneurs and innovators in the technology sector, bringing together investors and policymakers to discuss strategies to increase investment, resilience of new businesses, and accelerate the growth of technology sector as the pillar of the modern economy.
Lengo kubwa ya kuwa na tamasha hili kwa mwaka huu.
The main objective of holding this festival this year is to see how startups can contribute to the 2050 development vision. We know that this vision will guide us over the next 25 years, during which we expect to build a $1 trillion economy. Therefore, we will discuss how those companies can be empowered to achieve the goals of our national vision.
The festival is expected to be held in Dar es Salaam from December 1st to 5th and is expected to attract more than 3,000 participants from within and outside of the country. Going back now to the industry and the trade sector, the Minister of Industry and Trade, Judith Kapinga, calls on the Tanzania Bureau of Standards, TBS, to ensure that it regularly inspects food products to protect Tanzanians from substandard products. She made the remarks in Dar es Salaam while receiving a report on the organization's performance, insisting that the government of Tanzania continues to invest in industries, making it imperative to ensure that products produced in the country meet international standards.
Without strong, clear standards that are well understood and implemented with professionalism and integrity, we cannot build an industrial and competitive economy. We also cannot protect the health and safety of our people. And we will not be able to compete effectively in regional markets or in other regional and international contracts.
On the other hand, the TBS Director General, Dr. Ashura Katunzi, says the Bureau will ensure it implements the instructions given while clarifying on the organization's goals for the next 5 years.
Therefore, we have a major responsibility to continue working hard and creatively to ensure we reach all Tanzanians so that even an ordinary citizen in their daily lives can recognize that TBS has contributed to guaranteeing quality and safety. Indeed, TBS is in a good position. We will continue to protect Tanzanians in matters of safety and quality.
From Dar es Salaam, we move now to the Morogoro region, where the Sokoine University of Agriculture, SUA, the African Conservation Tillage Network, ACTN, and Mzuri World have signed an agreement to enhance agribusiness in the country through the use of modern agricultural equipment technology. Witnessing the signing of the agreement at the Darasa farm located in Bigwaza, Bagamoyo district in the coast region, the Bagamoyo District Commissioner Shaibu Ndema says that the technology has come at the right time, urging those responsible in the area to ensure that farmers in the region are the first to benefit from the innovation.
We expect Mzuri Africa and Mzuri World to facilitate the availability of this technology at affordable costs. They will put in place a system to ensure the technology reaches farmers at prices they can afford.
On the other hand, the Managing Director of Mzuri Africa, Shaban Mgonja, and the CEO of Mzuri World, Marek Rozniak, says the agreement will significantly boost efficiency and productivity in the country's agricultural sector through the use of better tools and modern methods of agriculture.
We want to build the capacity of Tanzania youth rather than depending on foreigners. This will be very instrumental to us as a country. This is a very important step for us in our shared commitment to bring transformative change to agriculture in Tanzania and in Africa as a whole. That cooperation will provide farmers with opportunities for training, loans, guidance, and follow-up support.
That's the story there from the Coast region. That agreement was signed in the Coast region and not Morogoro. Now we come to Dar es Salaam. Tanzania and China have reaffirmed their long-standing friendship and commitment to regional development during the opening ceremony of the Spatial Art Exhibition, marking 50 years since the completion of the Tanzania-Zambia Railway TAZARA. Speaking during the opening of the exhibition, leaders of both nations reaffirmed their commitment to stand shoulder to shoulder for a better future. Kanki Mwegamole was there and has prepared the following report.
We encourage more African youth to learn Chinese and to gain a deeper understanding of Chinese culture, contributing to the building of the closer China-Africa, China-Tanzania community with a shared future.
We have been running, a number of programs, and these programs actually involve also youth, including our students at the University of Dar es Salaam, and also other people, from outside the university.
3, 2, 1, round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Ambassador Sheng revisited the railway's origins, recalling how Presidents Julius Nyerere and Kenneth Kaunda sought international support in the 1960s to connect their newly independent nations. After rejections from Western powers and the World Bank, China stepped in, sending more than 50,000 engineers and technicians and shipping over 1 million tons of equipment to East Africa. She emphasizes the sacrifice behind the project, noting that hundreds of workers from all 3 countries lost their lives during the construction. Completed in 1975, TAZARA stands today as a monumental symbol of solidarity, perseverance, and South-South cooperation. The ambassador also highlights the ongoing efforts to revive the aging railway. At the 2024 Beijing Summit of the Forum of China-Africa Cooperation, leaders from China, Tanzania, and Zambia witnessed the signing of a memorandum of understanding for the revitalization of TAZARA. Just last week, a groundbreaking ceremony for the project was held in Lusaka, attended by senior leaders of the 3 nations.
The decisions of this plenary session has laid out a grand blueprint for China's modernization and injected fresh momentum into China-African cooperation. Let us join hands to deepen cooperation across the board, cement all-weather friendship, advance modernization together, and work side by side to contribute to building a community with a shared future for mankind.
On the other hand, the Minister for Natural Resources and Tourism, Dr. Ashatu, says the TAZARA Railway serves as a living classroom.
Your tendency demonstrates a deep commitment to celebrating our shared victory, safeguarding our cultural heritage, and strengthening our enduring friendship and prosperity.
The exhibition also reflects the vision that the 2 nations, celebrating both countries and TAZARA's history, spirit, and legacy through vivid, culturally rich paintings. Kanki Mwegamole, TBC News.
From diplomacy, let's move now to the tourism sector again. As Tanzania continues to strengthen its tourism attractions, one destination is capturing new attention: the Pugu Kazi Mzumbwi Nature Forest Reserve. My colleague Teddy Mparanyanga is there and has prepared the following report that tells you why this reserve deserves to be a spot on every traveler's bucket list.
Just 20 kilometers from the city of Dar es Salaam lies a world many city dwellers have never truly discovered. A world where the air feels softer, the light filters through leaves like stained glass, and ancient stories rest quietly beneath the canopy. This is the Pugu Kazi Mzumbwi Nature Forest Reserve, one of the last remaining lowland coastal forests in East Africa, and one of Tanzania's most precious natural time capsules. What makes Pugu and Kazi Mzumbwi extraordinary is not only the biodiversity, but also the history. The forest is said to shelter ancient caves that once served as hideouts for communities evading slave traders in the 19th century. But the reserve is not only about history and wildlife. It is also a growing haven for outdoor adventure lovers. Visitors can now enjoy hiking across carefully mapped trails, each offering a different view of the forest's dense vegetation and unique bird life. For those seeking a more serene water-based experience, kayaking at the nearby Minaki Dam has become a favorite activity. Surrounded by lush greenery and calm waters, the dam offers a refreshing escape and adds a new dimension to the reserve's ecotourism potential.
Uniqueness of Minaki Dam. First, as you can see, there is a beautiful view right behind of us, but also we have some different species of plants which we prefer to grow in this dam. Like as I said, we have the species of plant which is called Barringtonia lesmosa in scientific name, but in Swahili we call it mkuvukuvu. So one of the facts about that plant is, people, they may say the flower and the fruit are poison to the fish, but the food, fish, they can eat them, right? So that is one of the uniqueness of Minaki Dam. Yes.
To walk through Pugu Kazi Mzumbwi is to experience a side of Tanzania that is peaceful, wild, and refreshingly authentic. And that is why, now more than ever, it is the perfect time to visit. Every visit supports conservation. Every step helps protect one of Tanzania's last coastal forests. And every moment spent here becomes a story you will carry along after you leave. Teddy Mparinyanga, TBC News.
Interesting story there from Pugu Kazi Mzumbwi. Now, before we wind up our local news tonight, let us now have a look at today's exchange rates according to the Bank of Tanzania, BOT. Don't miss TVC News every weekday to know all the latest in exchange rate. Sports news up next. We start with Azam FC head coach Florent Ibenge has confirmed the club's revised ambition in the CAF Confederation Cup. Having achieved their initial goal of reaching the group stage, they are now aiming for 3 points in every game to advance further in the competition. Speaking ahead of their CAF Confederation Cup second match, Ibenge believes that they have an equal chance to do well in the competition, and they are working hard to reach the target.
The target was to reach group stage. We did it, but now it's not. It's another history. We want to write our own history, so we don't put a limit. Now we are in the championship. We are for this championship, and my mentality is to play to win. So without any pressure, but we play all the game to take points.
Azam FC welcome Morocco giant Wydad in their must-win match of Group B encounter at New Amani Complex in Zanzibar, remembering that they have lost the opening match against AS Maniema by 2-0 in DR Congo, while their opponent Wydad will want to maintain their winning ways following their 3-0 win against Nairobi United. Representative of the Ambassador of China to Tanzania, Cheng Mingjiang, says teaching of Chinese language in Tanzania has been a bridge of cultural exchange between the two countries. Speaking during an award ceremony of the second international competition for teachers teaching the language for various countries, including Tanzania, Cheng Mingjiang insists learning Chinese language has opened many opportunities, including cultural exchange, employment opportunities, and management and interpretation jobs.
Encourage more African youth to learn Chinese
and to gain a deeper understanding of Chinese culture, contributing to the building of the closer China-Africa, China-Tanzania community with a shared future.
We have been running, a number of programs, and these programs actually involve also youth, including our students at the University of Dar es Salaam, and also other people, from outside the university as stakeholders, in Chinese language.
You mean the bridge, especially when we speak of the Chinese language. As Tanzania, when we learn Chinese language, we connect between Tanzania and China. That means we learn Chinese language, and simultaneously, if we are already be able to speak Chinese language, we can also teach our Tanzania language, our Tanzania culture to Chinese people.
It's a great encouragement, and it makes me feel very motivated to learn more. My experience learning Chinese has reminded me that we live in a world of many cultures, and it's good to embrace them all, and I'm glad.
That's the sports news. Now, before we conclude the news bulletin for tonight, let's take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Hello, dear viewer. Welcome again to the next 24 hours of forecast, starting tonight at 9 p.m. From Tanzania Meteorological Authority, my name is Ramadan Omari. Let's start with the tonight weather forecast. We're expecting most part of our country to feature partly cloudy conditions. And in terms of wind pattern, we're expecting wind to flow at a speed of 20 kilometers per hour, especially over the coastal areas. And the state of the sea is expected to be slight. Over Lake Victoria, Tanganyika, Rukwa, and Lake Nyasa, wind speed is expected to reach 30 kilometers per hour. And the state of the lakes are expected to be moderate. And tomorrow also, we're expecting in Kagera to feature partly cloudy condition, thunder showers over a few areas, and sun period. Over the northern coast, we're expecting to feature partly cloudy condition, light orange showers over a few areas, and sun periods. Over the Mtwara region, we're expecting to feature partly cloudy condition, orange showers over a few areas, and sun periods. And the remaining regions are expected to feature partly cloudy conditions and sun periods. And now, let's have a look on the next weather forecast over some regions of our country. In Dar es Salaam, we're expecting partly cloudy condition and sun periods. Over Dodoma, we're expecting partly cloudy condition and sun periods. In Mbeya region, also, we're expecting partly cloudy condition and sun periods. In Mwanza region, we're expecting partly cloudy condition, thunder showers over a few areas, and sun periods. Over Kilimanjaro, we're expecting partly cloudy condition and sun periods. Over Morogoro, we're expecting partly cloudy condition and sun periods. And over Arusha, we're expecting partly cloudy condition and sun periods. And that is all for today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
And that marks the end of the news bulletin for tonight. Don't miss our next bulletin in case we're here at 11 p.m. On behalf of the whole team, I am Nasa Kingu. We wish you a good night.